Hey guys, Sicx here from Sicx Tarot on Twitter and Instagram. Now today I'll be doing a forecast video for the 3rd to the 9th of June, and I'd also like to ask you, if it's the first time here, to don't forget to like, share and subscribe and hit that little bell. And on with the video. Okay, for this week's reading, I'll be using the Wonderland Tarot. These, once again, really cool tarot, as most of them tend to be. So, as I said, for those of you who are new to the channel, I'll basically be using one card for Monday and Tuesday, second card for Wednesday and Thursday, and the third card for Friday and the weekend. And I also did an extra video last week for Bank Holiday Monday, for the Bank Holiday weekend, and that seemed to do quite well, so we should continue on. Oops, that flips over, get that out of the way there. So, Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and the weekend. So we'll start with Monday. So Monday starts with the King of Hats. Now, let's adjust these a bit. Now, in this deck, the hats are the chalices, as you can tell here by the hearts in the corner there. So, the beginning of the week will kind of start off in an emotional search. So so it's along the lines of just kind of more finding out your feelings towards more of a person rather than a situation, because emotions of the heart do tend to be more about person to person rather than anything to do with business or career. So it's starting off kind of an emotional journey, and so it being a night, it could be a message that the emotional journey might be coming to an end and coming to a conclusion. And sometimes you could be wandering for a while, but it's kind of coming to a head, as it were, which works with its hats. Comedy. Right, so Tuesday and Wednesday we have the 5 of oysters. Now in this one the oysters are coins. So in the middle of the week it's more of, now in the Rider-Waite traditionally it's 2 people outside of a church in the cold. So this one is more the mock turtle, who is also very sad. So it's aiming more towards the fact that maybe your one of your journeys isn't necessarily going quite as you'd wished, and so there's a sense of not a sense of loss, but a sense of lack of progression. So it feels like you're not necessarily going as far forward as you like, or or it's the 1 step forward, 2 steps back, which is never a great thing to have to deal with, unfortunately. So sometimes you have to go through the bad to appreciate the good. So it's more of the feeling of not necessarily no feeling of progression, and everything's kind of feeling very stagnant. Once again, I said it's not always. Unfortunately, these are never always positive readings. These just kind of fall as they do. So Friday and the weekend, we've got the Ace of Flamingos. Now the flamingos are the swords. So Friday and the weekend is more about the beginning of communication and being very direct in your speech, and having a good idea of, you've got a good idea of what needs to be done and more specifically what needs to be said. And it's about, this card is basically saying to me that you need to start being vocal and start actually communicating what's going on and your feelings, purely because sometimes a lot of problems can be resolved if people are aware there is a problem. So sometimes you might not necessarily be able, people can't help if they don't know there's a problem. You know, they can't help if you don't ask for help. So if you are in a situation where you're struggling, be direct and communicate with the people who might be involved in it, and in that way they can be aware of what's going on, and they may be able to help you to take steps in getting the situation sorted. So, as a summary, the beginning of the week is about emotional search. The middle of the week is maybe a feeling of not failure, but more of a feeling of inability to progress. And the weekend is about finding your voice and expressing what needs to be expressed, and to make this easier. So that's the forecast for the week. Unfortunately, it's not been a particularly positive one, but I hope it's at least been helpful. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, and you can also check out some of my other videos here and here. Am I putting right? Yeah, that's about right. And I'll be coming up with a new video next week, and I'll see you soon.